Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We're in the Fantasy Trip, the In the Labyrinth game by Steve Jackson's game book. I'm taking a break from the spells playlist list I was going through to put in some combat stuff. So I'm probably going to just start doing that. I'm going to do, say, the next IQ spell thing for that playlist and then do another combat thing. But the one we're going to do today is going to be thrown weapons. So we're going to read in and see how thrown weapons work in combat. The video combat-wise after this will be missile weapons. So I'm thinking tomorrow, which is Saturday, I'll be reading an IQ list spells for you guys. I believe it's IQ 12 now. And then missile weapons will be the next combat video for In the Labyrinth. So thrown weapons. Some weapons may be thrown, as on the weapon table. A thrown weapon attack is treated exactly like a regular attack, but there is a dex adjustment of -1 for every hex of distance to the target. A target 3 hexes away is attacked at a -3 dex. It is possible for other figures to block the path of a thrown weapon. If a line drawn from the center of the attacker's hex to the center of the target's hex passes through any hex containing a standing figure, that figure is in the way. A line passing along the edge of a hex does not go through that hex. When a weapon is thrown, the attacker must first roll to miss each figure between him and his target. The attacker makes his dex roll as usual, but if he rolls his adjusted dex or below, he misses, and the weapon flies past. Otherwise, it hits. Murphy's Law rules that the battlefield when you are rolling to miss. If you are trying to miss a friend but fail, the weapon strikes them point first. Roll damage normally. If you are rolling to miss a foe but fail, you hit them with the wrong end of the weapon. It falls harmlessly to the ground. When a thrown weapon hits, it falls to the ground in that hex. If a thrown weapon misses its intended target, it continues along the line drawn between the attacker's hex and the target's hex for 10 hexes past the target's hex. Roll for each standing figure whose hex the line passes through, rolling to hit or miss as appropriate, until the weapon hits or goes 10 hexes, or strikes a wall and stops. Whether the attacker is trying to hit or miss, his dex is always the adjusted dex by -1 for each hex distance to the figure rolled for. They give a map with the bunch of lettered figures here. Figure A may throw a weapon at figure B, which is catty corner and 2 hexes away, at a -2 dex, or figure C, which is straight ahead, 3 hexes away, at a dex -3, to throw at D, which is behind B, so be 3 hexes away behind B. He must roll to miss B at a dex -2 before rolling to hit D at a dex -3. He may throw at E, which is off to the right 2 hexes away, at a dex -2, but if he misses, he must roll to hit or miss target F, which is behind E, at a dex -3. If he misses F, he must roll for target G, which is behind F, at a dex -4. If he wanted to hit G as the original target, he would have to roll to miss both E and F. He cannot throw at target H, which is behind him, who is in the shaded area behind him. You can only, essentially, if you did a 180 line, so a straight line across, you can only throw from that point forward. Thrown spells. Some spells marked with a T in the spell table are thrown spells. This simply means that they are targeted just as though they were thrown weapons. The dex adjustment is exactly the same. However, with a thrown spell, there is no chance of hitting the wrong target. If the wizard misses the dex roll, the spell fails entirely, and has no effect except to cost the wizard the mana points. There's thrown weapons for everyone's reference for in the labyrinth. I hope that helped enlighten how some of that works. They got some cool rules on pole weapons that I've not seen in other games. And then they have detailed rules for hand-to-hand combat and specific rules for certain weapons in the game. So I'll start breaking down the combat book into videos, and we'll get to read all these different rules and see how they actually work. So until we all game again, guys.